Yeah, this time in Tutone once again here at Texarkana. It's about 40 degrees, a starry night outside. It's clear as a bell. We've been playing some Motown for y'all, spinning some Motown. But right now it's time to come back at y'all live and tell another story. Part 2 of the Elzy Johnson. But before I get on down to the Elzy Johnson, let me talk to y'all about a hot summer day. When you on a hot summer day and you out in the yard, you working, and you need something to eat, ain't nothing better than MARGARET Holmes seasoned collard green. You throw them down in the pan. You turn the heat to them. They gonna warm up. They are the season. You ain't gotta put nothing in them. No bacon. All you got to do is throw them in the pot, heat them up, or put them in the microwave. And just in no time, you're going to have the best collard green. It make you want to slap your grandma. They're so good. And also to wash it down with, we got cold Kentwood spring water. Now, these two products are some of the best products if you hungry on a hot summer day to get your lips around that Kentwood and get your tongue on the top of them collard greens. Okay, so I want to let y'all know, next time you're at the store, go down and pick you up Kentwood and some collards. Okay, what happened now? I got a call from Lewis down in Shreveport. He a part of mine down, stay down there in Shreveport, and he was telling me about Elzy Johnson. He had called up there, he knew the brother up there, so he went by there up in Whitfields, and Elzy, you know, he had gotten over there out of work release and been up to the crazy house, but now he decided, you know, they running him crazy up in there. So he got to a phone called Lewis, and he said, man, I got to get out of here. Well, Lewis said he had seen a movie called A Shawshank Redemption, and the white boy climbed through the sewer pipe and got out of prison. And he said, you know, Elzy, why don't you try something like that, you know? Elzy said, damn, that's a good idea. So what Elzy did, he screwed around, you know, and started, you know, sneaking down in the basement system, and he found, you know, the old boiler room, old rusted ass pipes and shit, and he found a trap door, and he lifted up, and all this funk rolled out. It smelled like a damn, man, it was a sewage system. It said, warning, raw sewage. So he looked down in there, and it went down, you know, on the ground. It was dark. It had a ladder on the wall. So what he did, he went up and, you know, and a couple of days later, he bribed, you know, one of them orderlies up in there with, you know, a couple of chocolate bars he got, and he got a flashlight. And niggas went down and made a plan, and he got down that boiler room. He snuck down there late one night when everybody was, you know, lights out and shit. And he got his shit together, and he climbed down that hole. And it went down 20, 30 feet down on the ground, and then it made, you know, a turn. So he figured if he climbed through the pipe, you know, that it would eventually come out in the wood, he'd get out, you know. So, because he said, I got to get stuff out of here. Whitfield, you know, running me nuts, you know. So anyway, he climbed through that pipe, and he must have climbed 300-400 yards, you know, and the pipe started getting smaller. And it was raw poop, man. He said it stunk so bad. Said there were spiders and there was rats down in there, you know, and he had his light. And the pipe got smaller. He had to get down in that raw funk. Now, I'm talking about some diarrhea, you know, you had toilet tissue, you had raw poop. He was gagging, and the nigga said he didn't eat no supper that night because, you know, he knew he was going to be trying to get out, you know, through the pipe. So what he did was, you know, he just started gagging shit because, I mean, he talking raw dookie. And the pipe got so small, he got scared. The nigga got scared because, you know, he couldn't turn around. It was, you know, he had to keep going. And finally, he kept crawling on his knees and elbows, and that dookie all smashed in his clothes. He was festified, the shit splashed on him, you know. He had a little knapsack, he got down in the water and stuff, you know. But anyway, what he did came to a turnaround. Well, instead of going on out, man, it went down, and he tried to pull, and it was some bars over the, you know, the ground and drop off pipe, so he couldn't go anywhere. So basically, the nigga had to turn around and come all the way back. So he did, and it took a while. He finally got back, climbed up the ladder. And, you know, it's late, but he said, I got to come another night, you know, when I figure something else out. So when he got out in the boiler room, he looked in, and he was in kind of a little bit light, you know, he saw that poop water and shit all on all his clothes. So what he decided, he said, I got to get to my room. He said, I'm going to just go ahead and take my clothes off, throw them down that, you know, that pipe, shut the lid, and, you know, then sneak on back in my room. So then they took off all the clothes and standing there butt naked and started sneaking up to a room, went up the stairs and got up, you know, he was on the 3rd floor. He got up there, and this old battle-axe nurse, man, one with a bun in her hair, she been working in Whitfield probably 50, 60 years. She saw his ass, and she pushed the button, and about 5 orderlies grabbed this joker. One of them grabbed him by the nutsack, and they threw him down and did some shock therapy on his ass. They put the shock to his head. Then Lewis called me last week. He said the next thing he heard, they had a nigga over in the corner. They done gave him some sort of operation to the brain. Somebody said a lobotomy or something. They took out a brain. All nigga do look out the window, rock. He don't even know who he is no more. So, you know, the moral of the story is, you know, you gotta be careful, you know. He thought he gonna get off the work detail. He got over in the crazy house and, you know, it fucked the nigga up. But anyway, it's time to Tutone Anderson. We gonna wrap this thing up. I got some new stories coming at you live real soon. Y'all take care. Don't forget Margaret Holmes seasoned collard greens and the Kentwood water. Right here with Tommy Tutone Anderson, Texas, Canada, WJOKE. We're going to catch y'all on the downflip.